Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. I'm on a mission to get it all. Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. If you ain't thick, please don't get involved.
And now, Brandon Thick Boy Schaub.
What's up, fam? What's up, thickers, thicketeers, thickerines? It's almost Halloweens. I thought that was going to rhyme, but I had to put an S on Halloween. God damn it. So we're starting off Monday. What's up, fam? How's everybody doing? Hopefully you had a good weekend. It is Monday, October 10th. Coming in hot, coming in thick. Cheers. Cheers. It is 9 a.m. Chin's drinking. Chin's a little hungover, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if the fans, if you haven't seen it yet, Chin was hanging out with my good buddy Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll likes to drink. Here's the thing about Jelly Roll. Not only does Jelly Roll like to drink, but if he's drinking, he wants everybody else around him drinking.
Yeah.
So Chin goes, man, had a great Saturday with Jelly Roll, and then sent me this video. I want you guys to see how blitzed Chin is in this video.
My friends are worried about me.
Getting off Jelly Roll's tour bus. Hit it, Chin.
Here we go. So Jelly leaves first.
So there's Jelly.
And people are screaming, Jelly Roll, Jelly Roll.
And where's this at?
At Honda Center, Anaheim.
That's where you performed?
Yeah, it was freaking insane, dude.
Sold out?
Pretty much.
Jesus Christ.
And there's
Chin.
Dude. They're like, fucking sit down, dude. You're tripping.
Who's telling you to sit down?
My friend Santi.
Oh, you had your buddy with you?
Yeah. And right there's do you recognize George Lockhart?
Oh, yeah. And then there's also
Jason
fucking
Perillo.
Jason Perillo.
Yeah, hanging out with Jelly.
Holy shnikes. And is Lockhart helping Jelly Roll out with the diet?
I think so, dude.
Or
No, I think so. So I think hopefully, knock on wood.
did they just start? Or
I don't know. And here's a concert, by the way.
he's gonna sing "Sweet Home Alabama"?
Yeah, he did a cover. It was freaking lit, dude. You could see the whole stadium.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
Our boy Jelly Roll is blowing
Blowing up. Blowing up.
God, I
and he's
love
still,
that
it doesn't
dude.
matter. He's still so sweet to us.
Oh, he's such a good person. Well, shit, think about it. When he came on Fire and the Kid, Brian was in here. It was me, Jelly Roll, and Jeff Dye. Think about it. He came straight from The Tonight Show.
I know. Insane, dude.
He's such a
blown
legend.
up. On radio all the time now here.
Oh,
in
dude,
California, which is
he's
insane.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Just such a good dude. He
Such
gives
a
you warm,
sweetheart.
fuzzy feeling inside.
Yeah.
So how did it work? You just drove to wherever he's at and then jumped on the tour bus like a little
No.
lot lizard?
We saw the concert, and then his boy is tour manager. Jelly and me were talking, and then his tour manager helped me link up with Jelly after his performance, after his show. So I went to his bus to just chill.
Yeah.
And I literally, honestly, I remember getting to the bus, hugging Jelly, and then talking to George and Jason for a little bit. I have no idea what I said. I have no idea what we talked about.
Really?
Zero clue.
You were
Fucking destroyed, dude.
You're trash panda that night.
Yeah.
Well, how did you get so hammered?
Because we were drinking throughout the day.
I figured you were with Jelly, and you know how Jelly forces people to drink.
Yeah. I'm
But
pretty
no,
sure I drank
you
with
did
Jelly
on your
too.
own.
I was kind of fine getting there to the bus, but when I left the bus, I was gone, dude.
Wobble Street. And it looked like it was daylight out.
No, it was dark.
Oh, was it?
It started at 7 o'clock.
Oh,
We
word.
probably like drank at 9 or 8.
Yeah. Chin was white girl wasted.
Dude, so wasted. But it was amazing.
Chocolate wasted.
Yeah. But it was awesome, dude.
You had fun?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
much
Jelly's crushing it, man.
Dude, yeah.
And then where is he headed to now?
I think this was supposed to be the end of the tour. I'm not sure.
I would have came. I almost said it sucks, but I would have came, but my pops was in town.
Oh, yeah.
That'd been frowned upon.
Oh, no, he's still going.
He goes to San Diego, Flagstaff, Vegas. Downtown rocks at the Fairmont Street Experience. Wow.
And all these dates, I'm sure they're partying so hard. I don't know how he's going to do.
He's doing Red Rocks. Oof, that's a bucket list.
Red Rocks, yeah.
Yes. Bill Burr filmed his new special there.
That place looks beautiful.
Red Rocks is
Yeah.
sick. I'm surprised you haven't seen a concert there, Chin.
Like
Dave Matthews goes there, like big boys.
One day.
Damn, look at Jelly Roll doing the damn thing. Glad you had fun, dude. Sorry
Thanks,
you don't
dude.
remember it.
The stuff I do remember was awesome.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
At least you had some video of it. At least somebody took some video of
I know.
it. Just you hammered coming out of the tour bus.
Completely out of
I was
it.
like, damn, what's Chin doing on there? That made me wild. Just lot lizards on the bus and just drinking, getting wild.
He's sending you his love too, by the way.
What'd you say?
He's sending you his love too.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely love Jelly. Yeah. We'll text each other randomly. Here's the thing about Jelly, though. You'll text him at normal hour of the day, say 11 or noon. He'll text back at 6 p.m. like, just woke up, man. What's up? I'm like, what?
I know.
My day's over, dude. But he just, he's a night owl. He'll stay up to 4 or 5 a.m. Then he's on that weird shift.
Yep. And you can drink.
Great guy, though. Yeah, Pop was in town. Went to that, what was it, Jack? What was it called, Mark? Night of the Jack?
Night of the Jack.
The Halloween thing. It's right up here, Chin. You should go. You should definitely go if you have like a girl.
Oh, really?
Like I told Mark to bring his girl, and then I brought literally my whole family. We posted a picture of the kids. Absolutely loved it, man.
Oh,
it's called Night of the Jacks. It's at the King Ranch up here.
I've been there before.
Yeah, it's lit.
It's dope. Yeah.
Oh, they had, that's where I found that pizza food truck, Casey. They have all these food trucks there. It was so much fun, man.
Nice.
So much fun. And then they have bar there.
Yeah,
So they have
alcohol.
they have bar there so you can get, And the best whiskey that has was Bullet. We should have Tiger Thick sponsored or something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was dope though. That's what I did. Parents came out for the weekend. Pops went with me to this. Went to the car show yesterday. That's it, man. As far as Fight World goes, we did a special food truck. So last week we did our Fight Night flashback with Frank Mayer, which was fantastic because Frank's such a legend. And then on Saturday, it was the only day either one of us could do it. Saturday, we had the one-of-a-kind Sean Strickland on. Sean doesn't do a ton of media, and this guy put press conference king. I love this guy's comment. He put, I just want to see you give him shoes we know we don't care about. You'll see, he does not. I'll just spoil it for you now. So we had these Pata Air Maxes, and they're the murdered out Air Max, all black, right? Like you're not going to give him Zebra Yeezys or Volt Yeezys or some crazy mummy dunk or some cool J Balvin Jordan 1. No, you're not going to do that with this guy. So the guys who this lady put, or this is a guy, I can't tell. Is long hair, I can't tell though because it's a small picture. I'm not even trying to clown. He put which episode of Love on the Spectrum is this? Look at fucking Sean. No, but so back to the shoes. So the company Suplex out in Philly, Suplex Philly does the shoes. When I know the guests, we're relatively about a week or sometimes it's days before, and Sean was pretty, Kate decided to do it pretty swiftly, so I had to get on it. So I hit up Suplex. I was like, hey, this guy, Sean Strickland's coming on, and he wears a size 12. He's like, what the hell do we do for Sean Strickland? I was like, I'll be honest, dude, he wears like boots and whatever Ed Norton wears on American History X. So I don't, sneaker-wise, he's not a sneakerhead.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I would probably lean into black, like not a lot of crazy colors. And he's like, we have these Pata Air Maxes. I'm like, God damn, those are a nice shoe. It's probably a $600 shoe. And I'm like, yeah, send them if it's the only size you got in that black. So they send them. And, it went how you expect. Sean was just like, oh, man, I appreciate it, but I'm never going to wear these. But his manager, Tim Simpson, when we got off, or maybe he said it on there, I forget. Yeah, those are it right there. When he got off, he was like, his manager's like, oh, man, I've been looking for those. I'm a sneakerhead. And they work with Leon Edwards, too. He's like, Leon Edwards is a huge sneakerhead. We got to get him on. We're like, if he's a sneakerhead, we'll talk about sneakers the entire goddamn episode. Like, there's nothing more I love to talk about. But he's like, yeah, Sean doesn't wear sneakers. And he's like, I've been looking for those, man. He's like, I wish they were my size. I was like, what size do you wear? He's like, 12. I'm like, hey, Sean, I know you're probably going to go home and burn these. Do you mind if I give them to your manager? He's like, oh, hell yeah, that's a good idea. I was like, thank you, sir.
That's awesome.
But Sean, Sean's Sean. Sean's a one of a kind. He's, he has his ideas and his thoughts, and it's Sean.
Yeah.
You know what you're gonna get. I don't think anybody's like, what the hell? That guy said this. I think you guys know what you're gonna get. That's Sean. That's why you'd have him on, and he's an interesting one. I'll leave it at that. He's an interesting one. And the other thing is he's coming off that Pierre loss, but he's in such a good position because even though he's ranked number 7, Jared Cannonier I think is 3 or 2. If he beats Jared Cannonier might be 2 or 3. So if he beats Cannonier, he's back in the queue for a title shot. So life is good in the Sean Strickland land, you know? Life is good. Now, I'm sure YouTube will demonetize, you know, some of the things we talked about, but, you know, it's not I'm not Twitter, I'm not Instagram, I'm not YouTube where I'm going to silence a guy for his beliefs, even if I don't believe in it or if I don't agree. Freedom of speech, yeah? So I'll entertain it, you know, and me and him do have some debates. We have some arguments on there. It's a good show. And listen, I like that. I don't take it personal. Like, when someone has a point, I fire back them. I hate when they just go, that's a good point. No, man, come on. Yeah. Let's go. Let's do it. It's fun for me, you know? So, you know, he's a thinking man, you know? I'll leave it at that. It's Sean Strickland. So you guys know what you're going to get. Yeah. And that drops on, when is it, Case? Wednesday. That drops on Wednesday. So enjoy that. Food truck Wednesday with Sean Strickland. We got another big guest coming up as well. So you have the Bo Nickel one. You have my favorite one. One of my favorites by far, Chris Barnett. If you guys are just new to food truck, I've been doing it, I think 5 years now. If you're new to it, I've been doing this for a hot second with these fighters. The Chris Barnett one is my favorite one. That guy's energy, he's so positive. That's what I like. And then Sean Strickland's the complete opposite. He's a guy who, you know, he has a different set of beliefs, but he stands by him, which I, you know, will respect, and he's even down to debate it. I'm all for it. Never been an argument I don't like. Should have been a lawyer, you know? I have too much CT to be a lawyer.
And Fight Night Flashbacks with Frank Mir. That was
Fight Night Flashbacks with Frank Mir. Yeah, he's great.
Super dope episode.
Yep. Let's take a little break, kids. Me just chatting your ear off about the MMA world, because few housekeeping notes so we can keep the lights on, keep giving you guys quality products. That's right. Speaking of quality, that sweet, sweet Tiger Thick Nectar is back in stock. It's not pre-sale. It's none of that. It's straight up in stock at my friends at Bourbon Outfitters. You can go to thickboy.com right now, click on Tiger Thick, and get that sweet nectar right now delivered straight to your door. Holler at your boy. Award-winning, taste-tested, all sorts of awards. It's going nuts all around the water coolers. People can't get enough of this sweet nectar. It's finally back in stock. And the new bottles have the awards on the side. It's going to be lit, the batch too. I'm so excited about it. So go to thickboy.com right now. Click on Tiger Thick. Get that sweet nectar right now. We back in stock, baby. It's a digital world. I'm just a digital girl living this digital world. But listen, when I'm at a cafe sipping on an 8-shot of espresso, whatever I'm doing, I'm on my laptop, I'm on my cell phone, I'm worried. Are people hacking my stuff? Are people stealing stuff? That's why I reached out to my friends at Avast. It's the global leader in cyber protection for more than 30 years. It's trusted by over 435 million users, prevents over 1.5 billion attacks every single month. All right? Avast empowers you with digital safety and privacy no matter where you're at, where you are, who you are. We got you, man. Enjoy the opportunities that come with being connected on your terms, all right? Avast new all-in-one solution, Avast One, helps you take control of your safety and privacy online through a range of features, all right? Avast One is their best protection yet, giving you everything you need to take control of your safety and privacy online. All right. It's accessible through a single, easy-to-use interface. It's super easy. They also include a free version, all right, which also includes essential features such as the free antivirus, free VPN, free firewall protection. We got you covered, man. Then they have the premium version, which is more advanced protection. So it allows you to protect multiple devices. We got you covered, man. All right. Avast privacy features keeps your identity and actions hidden, so you don't have to worry about that stuff anymore, man. All right. Antivirus, award-winning antivirus that stops viruses and malware from harming your devices. VPN. You don't want people to know where you're doing all your stuff at, man. All right. You don't want to know, and that's why it's going to protect you, all right? If you're a public Wi-Fi at the airport, you're at a cafe, you're at Starbucks, be protected, man. Avast got you covered, man. And I want to thank Avast for supporting the Schaub Show. Confidently take control of your online world with Avast One. Helps you stay safe from viruses, all right, attacks, ransomware, hacking attempts, and all other cyber crimes. We got you covered, man. Learn more from Avast One at avast.com, avast.com. The Schaub Show is also brought to you by the best Kratom on the planet. Listen, Kratom is the Wild West, like CBD back in the day. You didn't know who to trust, who to use. Any show you watch, whether it's Fight Companions, Food Truck Diaries, Fight Night Flashback, Schaub Show, Fire the Kid, King of the Sting, one thing I can guarantee you is I'm on Happy Hippo Kratom. I swear by it. I reached out to them to be a sponsor of the show because I use the product. I pay my own hard money to buy their product. Not anymore because now they're sponsored. Thank God. Happy Hippo is the best kratom on the planet. I use it for everything I do, including stand-up on the road. It's the one go-to I have. I take the pink lemonade shots right before I hit the stage. Boom. Your boy's like Elon Musk out there. So if you want to try kratom, but you don't know who to trust your thick friend here because I trust Happy Hippo. And you can visit happyhippoherbals.com. Use promo code ThiccBoy. You get 20% off for frickin' life. Use the code as many times as you want. Share with your friends, your aunts, your uncles, your stepdad, stepmom, grandma, grandpa, whoever wants to use it. You can use this code as many times as you want. You go to happyhippoherbals.com. Promo code ThiccBoy with 3 C's. 20% off for life. Best kratom on earth. Happy Hippo. And we got Frank coming on Fight Campaign. So for the, was it 29th case? For the 29th, you have Calvin Kattar and Arnold Allen. And then that night, you also have Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. And then I'm sure you have in your current events, Jen, you also have Uriah Hall versus Levon Bell. It's so funny. The team, when I was here on Saturday for the for the food truck, I'm sitting down and they're like, dude, you believe this shit? I'm like, what? And like, dude, Uriah Hall versus Levon Bell. And Levon, right?
Le'Veon, I think.
Le'Veon Bell. Like, you believe that shit? I was like, that's the co-main event? Like, yeah, I was like, take all my money. Hey, dude, that's the best fight on the card. Just from like, is there a bit of a circus shirt? But just from like the interesting like entertainment factor, do you guys realize what Uriah Hall should do to Le'Veon Bell? Like, you know, Le'Veon Bell just won that fight. He knocked out Adrian Peterson. Do you know how much better of a it makes me laugh? Do you know how much better fucking Uriah Hall is as a striker than Adrian Peterson? And I know that Le'Veon Bell's probably feeling himself like knock out Adrian Peterson. Dude, I've trained with Uriah Hall for years. You have no idea what you signed up for. That's why I can't wait for it. You know, we talk about, there's, UFC guys as far as athletically or MMA professionals in general, whatever champ you want, any top 10 guy you want. Athletically compared to the NFL guys, it's a different set of skills. But if you're look at athletically, like the 40 time, the 5-10-5 dash, the agility drills, the cone drills, the 3 cone drills, the 225 bench, the vertical jump, all that, the UFC athletes, that's not what they do. That's not their skill set. So if you're comparing that to them, there's nobody in the UFC who can even close to competing with that as far as athletic wise. And then NBA and, MLB, different animal, especially NBA. But Uriah Hall, athletic, like that's the other thing. If Le'Veon Bell, he's just a UFC fighter, he's probably not that athletic. Bubba, listen, I had a cappuccino with the Buffalo Bills, but I've been around those high level guys. Uriah Hall is a freak athlete. He's the one guy that you fucked up with because you think he's going to be like this stiff kind of fighter. Uriah Hall is a fucking freak athlete, dude. Freak. So it's like out of all this makes you laugh. Out of all the guys to fight, you got the one freak, and he's super technical. I'm more excited for that than I am Jake Paul Anderson Silva. When they told me they thought it was going to like shy me away from doing the fight campaign, I was like, oh my God, we have to do it now. This makes it so much better. Yeah. That's the most interesting fight on the card. Not because Le'Veon Bell is going to do well, but because you're going to see the difference. You're going to see the difference. And Le'Veon Bell, you're talking about a complete freak. I mean, fucking freak of all freaks. Running back, like such a savage. I think he went to Michigan State, like such a freak. One of the best running backs in the NFL for about 2 years. All pro. Okay. You're messing with the guy who is actually probably one of the most athletic, right up there with a lot of the NFL guys, Uriah Hall. And he has all the technique. Now, it's boxing, so you're not going to get any, spinning heel kicks like Uriah Hall's, talented at, but just it's going to be trouble. So he's, what's this say? So I'm just excited to watch Hall versus Bell and for Paul versus Silva, MVP promotion co-founder Nakisa. You have a legitimate top 10 MMA striker versus a world-class athlete who has proven he has true boxing skills and knockout power. Well, The fight elevates our pay-per-view to a new level. These guys will undoubtedly put on an unforgettable fight, and fans, I'd be surprised if Le'Veon Bell lasts more than 2 rounds. I'd be shocked. I'm telling y'all. If you gave me a list of freaks that I've trained with over, and if you watch this show, people make fun of you. Schaub's trained with all these guys. Yeah, I have, dude. I was around for a hot second, jumping from camp to camp, and they come to my camp. And when you have a big camp, guys navigate there. So I've trained, you name it, I've probably trained with them. Uriah Hall is top 3 biggest freaks I've ever seen inside that gym. He is a fucking savage. It's hilarious to me. So we'll see. I can't believe Bell signed up for it. You know?
Yeah. You also said that Uriah is like sometimes the pressure gets to him.
Uriah's here. So
Yeah,
Uriah, if you took Bo Nickel's brain and put in Uriah, you have the best fighter of all time. Impossible to take down. Impossible to fucking take down. Me, Mark Munoz, fucking Patrick Cummings, Ishii, Unit, Bisbing, everybody tried to take this. He's fucking impossible to take down when he doesn't want to get taken down. And then just his athletic ability, his hips are ridiculous. His hands are ridiculous. His creativity's insane. Inside the gym, you know, I would say Cub Swanson and Jon Jones probably the best, or Todd Duffy. One of those 3 are probably the best I've ever seen in the gym.
Wow.
And then Uriah Hall's, right wherever you want to put him, right? 1A, 1B, 1C, Uriah Hall's right there. I was like, oh, this guy's never going to fucking lose. Remember when the Ultimate Fighter and what the UFC, and it's not their fault. I'm not, knocking Dana for this, but he was like, he's the next Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
What they didn't know is he wasn't mentally prepared for that pressure. They couldn't have done it to a worse person. He's a guy they should have gradually brought up, got his confidence, and then you're talking about one of the all-time greats. When you fuck with somebody's mental, confidence, stuff like that, you fracture it. Think about it. Think what he did to Gegard Mousasi. There's an argument Gegard Mousasi is the best middleweight on the planet. Does he beat Izzy? I don't think so, but I'm up for the debate. Sure as fuck is one. You look at who Mousasi's beat. Uriah Hall, that's how good he is on any given night. Spinning fucking heel kick into the gut, dude. Kid is a savage. Here, though. Put Kobe Bryant's mind in him, you have the best MMA fighter of all time. So it's gonna be, I'm so excited for that fight. I'm so excited. And we're gonna have a good squad. I get started on that long tangent on that fight companion on the 29th of October. I'll be flying back that morning from Calgary. So I'm gonna touch down, kiss my kiddos, feed them, change, shower, and come right here. So how long of a flight is it?
5 hours and that's from Toronto. But basically,
Toronto's Toronto's complete opposite. Calgary's more in the middle.
That's not bad. 3 hours.
3 hours,
Yeah.
not terrible. He told me 5. I was like, point is, for that fight companion, we're gonna have a squad, and I'll announce one of the members now. We got Frank Mayer.
Oh yeah.
Probably have Jesse from Jesse on Fire. If you know Jesse on Fire, the hardcores will know him. He's a big MMA head, one of the brilliant minds in the game. Me and him have been buddies for a while. We're gonna fly him out, mix it up, and then we'll announce the rest of the cast. We've got a fun squad, man. Because remember, you're doing 2 of them. You're doing UFC Fight Night and the Jake Paul, Anderson Silva. So you got to navigate. You got to have the right team who can withstand that kind of long period.
Yeah.
Fucking watching.
We did it before though.
Did it before, but we took a break.
Yeah, that's true.
It takes a special guy. With Bert, with Bert Kreischer, my favorite guest of all time on Fight Companion, but Cal Bass Fight Companion. I'm not talking about the old school ones, Rogan. Rogan's my favorite. But as far as here, Cal Bass Fight Companion, Bert Kreischer's my favorite of all time. When it got done, I was like, how long was that? Like an hour? Everyone's like, dude, you did over 3 hours, almost 4. I'm like, what? Bert's just my favorite person. I just fucking love Bert Kreischer. It was so good. So those will be fun, though. Those will be fun. And then we'll have a special announcement. We'll have another companion coming up in December. As soon as that contract, once I sign the contract and that thing dries, I'll announce it. But you don't announce anything until it's official. Trust me, I've learned that. Shin, do you remember when we were doing Big Brown Breakdown? Mm-hmm. I had that deal with HBO for the Canelo Triple G fight, their first fight. Do you remember that? I made that dope-ass poster with Canelo. My boy, I forget his name now. God, he was such a good artist. But he did this dope poster, and I was like the old school ref. And it had Canelo on the top. It had Triple G at the bottom. It said HBO. And I was gonna do a pre and post fight thing for them for HBO's before I have Showtime, clearly. But then the night before, I was gonna do a show at the Hard Rock Casino, and Canelo was gonna come as this whole thing. And then somewhere, I forget, HBO got mad at some of the marketing, and then we're going back and forth. And then they tried kind of editing my set. Like, can you give us a rundown of your comedy set we're gonna do? And I was like, well, I'm not sure what that has to do with you guys. Like, well, HBO's gonna be in this, in the room and blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, it's stand-up show. Like, I know, can you just give us a rundown? And they're like, oh, you need to get rid of this. I was like, I'm out. Yeah. But I announced it. Had the poster. Freaking Roots of Fight was making T-shirts. Yeah. That's why they made we did a Big Brown breakdown and Canelo T-shirt for that fight. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
yeah, man,
dude,
those were great. Shout out to Jesse, Roots of Fight. They're still crushing it. They just did their Ken Griffey merch. Oof, fire.
Yep. That Big Brown breakdown shirt that they made was so dope. I still have it. Remember?
Yeah, hell yeah. You wear it. I need to call Jesse to see if they still have some in the warehouse. I think my girl just gives away to random Mexican kids. There's some random Mexican kid who's looking fly as shit at school right now or in college because he's wearing my Big Brown breakdown Roots of Fight shirt. Mm-hmm. He's wearing my Travis Scott Air Maxes. She just gives them away. You never wear these. I'm like, are you out of your mind?
There it is.
There it is right there.
That was so dope.
See, it says Canelo.
Mm-hmm. Or Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo left, and then you turn around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Los Meros de Mexico. My girl had to help me with that. God, look how young we are there. Chin, look at that. Big Brown Breakdown episode 23. Mario Lopez.
Yep, I'll never forget
this
Mario
episode. Almost got it. I thought we were going to get kicked out.
I told you that we were going to get kicked out.
Why? Oh, me and him started arguing over Conor Floyd. Because the fight wasn't even announced yet, and I was like, it's happening. Yeah. I was like, that's a stupid fight. But I'm like, well, it's not stupid. And remember, I was kind of negotiating with Showtime at the time, too. That's how I got my foot in the door with Showtime. And he was like, it's such a stupid fight. But I'm like, you're AC Slater, though, right? So let's shut the fuck up.
You were telling me Conor's going to land shots. He's going to probably win some rounds. He's like, no, that's not happening. No,
Conor won't land a single punch. And I was like, oh, dude, God damn it.
It got stressful for a little bit.
Jim. I brought Jim.
I was like, oh,
and we're at the Universal lot. We're at his lot.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, when he sat down, I was like, oh, you're not going to turn around and sit like AC Slater? Just being silly. And he was all, I was like, okay. And then also, he had full-blown makeup on.
Yeah.
But wasn't shooting that day. So he sat down, he was like, listen, he's had a great career, best career out of all the Saved by the Bell cast. So anyone that parlays that and has an amazing career like he has, kudos, man. I have so much respect for Mario Lopez. And listen, to be fair, as far as Hollywood goes, Mario Lopez is he's a tough dude. He boxes that, he'll actually get in there and, he'll play fight with Canelo, he'll do stuff. But no, he will spar. Like, he'll actually spar and do all that shit.
Yeah.
But for him to, do that in his career. But my point is, he is so ingrained because if, in the hotel, he has to get paid buco dollars for this. When I stay in hotels on the road sometimes, he's on every TV. He'll be like, the new Purge 7. He's like, hey, everybody, it's Mario Lopez, the new Purge 7 brought to you. But,
it's true.
Frank Grillo, he's on all the things.
Yeah.
So he does that. But I think when you're so ingrained in that Hollywood lifestyle, he can't turn off. So remember, it was just me and Chin. His assistant was like, here's Mario, have fun, guys. Left us in his studio. His producers listen there, but he was like, hey, Brendan, how you doing? And there's no cameras on. He's like, Brendan, you having a good day? Hey, let me ask you something. I got to ask you, I've been thinking about this. Let me ask you, what's tougher, fighting inside the octagon or doing stand-up comedy? And I was like, who the fuck are you, what are you talking about? Why are you talking like that? Why do you have full-blown makeup on? What are we doing right now? And we sat down. I was like, you're not going to spin the chair around and say like AC Slater? He's like, are you ready to start the interview? I was like, no. I went, no. Oh, no. It's not your interview. It's Big Brown Breakdown. Mm-hmm. So I'll run it from here. I'll take it from here. And, he loves boxing, so it was heavy boxing. Yeah. But yeah, and I like the guy. I have no issues with him. No, I don't think there's any issues.
He kicked us out, so it's It's cool.
Yeah, he didn't kick us out. Jim was so worried. When we got Jim, was like, holy shit, dude, that got intense.
Yeah.
But to me, it's again, it's never personal. Like even with who I absolutely love and adore, what's his fucking face? Ranello.
Oh, yeah. Mario
Ranello. Adore him. Worked with him multiple times. Remember, we did a thing in New York. Showtime flew me and him out. We're on this rooftop. You weren't there, were you, Jim? My brother was there.
No, but I remember the episode.
We're on this rooftop. And I think I was doing promo for my Showtime special, but we're on this roof. They rented out a fucking building in New York. There's a skyscraper on top of the skyscraper, and there's this whole setup, lights, and everything. And me and him are straight up arguing over Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Now remember, his job as the boxing head and boxing enthusiast and boxing expert, not a boxing expert, never claimed to, but his job was to defend boxing Floyd Mayweather. I was only hired to defend Conor McGregor. So once you give me my assignment, that's the paid gig. No matter if I agree with Ronaldo or not, that's not my job. My job, and I honestly did believe it, and it came to fruition. I was right. Conor would win some rounds and land some shots. That was the goal of that thing. But again, me and him, it got heated. Me and him went back and forth. Heated, but none of it's ever personal. That, you know what I'm saying? Like like friends can argue like that, or me and Brian do it all the fucking time. Me and Rogan do it all the time. We'll have one opinion, we'll go back and forth. No one hangs up the phone and gets mad. Just two dudes that have a different opinion, and then at the end you're like, okay, cool, man. What else is up? Not much. That's it. That's how it should go. Me and I think Mara, when we got dinner after this, we argued like a motherfucker. It was so much fun. I loved to argue. It was a good time.
Yeah, those were really exciting times. I remember we went to Vegas too. We did a podcast there with Luke Thomas in a hotel.
That's
Remember?
right,
Yeah.
dude.
Great times.
Those hotel podcasts. Yeah, that's right. Luke Thomas did. And it ran long.
Yeah.
I remember that. I was talking to Luke this weekend.
Oh, dope.
I was talking to Luke this weekend and Chael. We get Chael out here. We get Chael on a fight companion.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
I remember I did a podcast before Tim Dillon was big. I was in Dallas, and this is how Tim's a big boy. Tim's doing theaters. If he does a club, it sells out in 30 seconds. You know, I absolutely love Tim Dillon, right? Me and Tim talk all the time. I fucking love Tim. This is how long ago, 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. I don't know, 5 years. I don't know, 5 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. Before, before it was Timmy Dillon, he was doing Hyenas, which in Dallas, there's the Addison Improv where I shot my special, which is the bigger club. Then there's Hyenas, which is a good club. But Tim does Hyenas because when Tim was coming up, they were the only venue that really give him a full weekend. So that's how good of a person Tim is. He won't play. He can play anywhere. He probably play Dallas fucking Cowboy Stadium if he wanted to. But he does Hyenas because they gave him a full weekend before he was Tim Dillon. So Tim Dillon, I'm at Addison Improv. It's probably 4 or 5 years ago. He's at Hyenas, and he's like, "Hey, will you do my podcast? I'll come to your hotel." I was like, "Sure, dude." I didn't even know he had a podcast. And his guy Ben was there, set it all up. It's before Ben was Ben. Yeah, those. Dude, do you remember when we were on the road in England, and we had to do a big brown breakdown from my hotel, and we were in
on a bed.
I think in London. Remember, I was just on my bed, tired.
Yeah,
it was like 11 at night in the UK, and I was just laying on the bed, like breaking shit down.
I remember, dude.
You remember that?
We never missed episodes ever. I
don't miss.
Yeah, dude.
I can't. It's a problem. People say I work too much.
In a hotel, 11 p.m. in London.
Oh as soon as my dad touched down, he took an Uber because I was working. Took an Uber from the airport with my stepmom, and he walks in. I give him a big hug. He says, "What's up to the kids?" And then I go, "What's up, Dad?" It's not that much. He goes, "Working too much, huh?" I was like, "What?" He goes, "You look exhausted." I go, "I'm fine." He goes, "You're fine?" I go, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, tonight we're gonna do this." I go, "Here's the thing about tonight. I have a set at the Laugh Factory." He's like, "You piece of shit." I was like, "Dad, I didn't know. You didn't give me a heads up. I can't change my schedule." He's like, "All right, so Saturday," I go, "Here's the thing about Saturday. So I'm going to go to Tiger soccer game. You're going to come to that. It's going to be a fun time, right?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "And then I got to do a food truck." I said, "You can come with me." He's like, "Why would I go with you?" I went, "Fair point." Yeah, it was a good time. New merch just dropped as well, kiddos. We got they call it, I don't know why my boys called it,
Tie-dye?
yeah, I would call it, I call it tie-dye. They call it the stealth collection. Like, I don't know what stealth ninja would be in black and gray tie-dye because you don't look very ninja-like.
I think maybe because it's a little camouflage-ish, but
Yeah, maybe. But it's the, I don't know why I didn't wear it today because I'm a moron, didn't think about it. But, and it's even cold outside, thank God, finally. But they have the tie-dye Thick Boy Nation hoodie, or I'm sorry, not hoodie, sweatshirt. I don't think we've done sweatshirt before. So we have the Thick Boy Nation sweatshirt, we have the t-shirt, and we have the shorts. I should have wore the whole fucking get up today. But I have CT and totally forgot that we dropped it on Friday. And I was supposed to be promoted the entire week before, and I did not. I was like, hey, can you guys go through somebody else? I totally forgot. Totally forgot, man.
do we have any here?
We have the new merch that Mark is rocking that drops in like 3 weeks.
Dope.
Go ahead and step into the camera, Mark. Mark's a model. Mark has the low dunk or the low fucking Jordan dunks on. Look at that. Thick Boy Diet. And so there's a knife for cutting steak. There's a donut, and that's whiskey.
Nice.
Hoodies and tees. Yes, sir. Those comments. Steph has giant logo. Hilarious. Precision Cannonier. Sunreal says hard. And then this guy put God is great.
Just all over the place.
You ain't lying, dude. God is great.
They look freaking dope, though.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
I tell the staff this all the time. Whenever merch drops, any sizes you guys want, just tell me, Chet.
I know.
I would love for you to rock that. I brought merch for the entire team on Saturday. The new Thick Boy Diet merch. Did you guys use it? I see the bag's empty. Did people take it? Yeah, it's that.
Yeah, I took all that.
I didn't know there's long sleeve. That's long sleeve or is that a hoodie?
Short sleeve and a hoodie.
Oh shit, I know there's long sleeve. Damn, I don't even know these days.
Nice.
And I take it for my nephew too.
Oh, dope. Those were for Kyle and Casey. That's cool. You got yours? Kyle did. That's what Kyle gets for working on the weekend. Not with us. Not with us. But let's get into it, Jen.
All right. Boston's growing up so fast, dude.
It breaks my heart.
Kind of crazy.
Nothing. Yeah, he's so fucking cute. It's
So
it's
cute.
so frustrating.
Growing up fast.
dude. Look at him look at the Halloween ones. Look at those. See the Halloween pictures?
Where am I at?
The Halloween
here?
one. Yeah, that one.
He looks tiny there again.
He is small. In that picture, he look big, but Tiger's fucking big. Look at him
Oh
there.
my gosh, dude, so cute. Yeah, so
Here's
he's still
the whole
small.
fam.
All right.
Yeah, he's still really small. He just looks big in that pic. Yeah, look at him.
Yeah.
And that thing was late. So that was like 8:39. He was tired. Look at T.
Wow. Dia de los
Doing the damn
Muertos.
things. Yep. It was a great time.
Yeah,
Great
Holland's
time,
fun for kids, man.
Yeah, we go balls deep for Halloween. I love Halloween.
Kids love it as well.
Yeah. So I have an idea what I want the family to wear because my girls wants to do family costumes, right? So we have one set of costumes for the kids that they wear at school and like trick or treating, and then we have one just for me, which I don't know. I guess I'll wear hair, and then the family will take a picture of it, and then they'll probably burn it for Rick and Morty. So I'm gonna be Rick, Tiger's Morty, my girl's Summer, the sister, and then Bossy's Pickle Rick. Bossy as Pickle Rick is cute as fuck. His Spider-Man outfit is lit too.
I don't think I've ever seen an episode.
Oh, bro.
I know, dude.
I mean, listen, I'm a loyal South Park fan because they're Colorado boys, right? And they went to University of Colorado alumni, and they have both. They have the creators of South Park and me on the flyers now promoting CU, which they didn't treat me great, and then they also failed them on their last test at the lead business school, which was South Park, which has gone on besides The Simpsons to be the most successful cartoon of all time. But Rick and Morty, as far as like funny, not even close.
Wow.
It's fantastic. And it's so creative. It's so fucking good, Chin. And I'm not even a big cartoon guy now, but that, fuck sakes, It's so you got to see it, dude.
Yeah.
If you watch the Pickle Rick episode and you're not like, holy shit, it's fantastic. I mean, dude, the family, because the family's so fucked up, the family's going to therapy. In order to get a family therapy, Rick turned himself into a pickle to get out of it. And then his daughter's like, do you turn yourself into a pickle because you don't want to get a therapy? He's like, no, I totally forgot. But then he has a needle that is it's a syringe hanging above him where he just hits something and it turns back into a human being. And she's like, oh, well, if you forgot, then you probably don't need this. He's like, no, take that. And he's like, God damn it. And then they leave, go to therapy. And he's just sitting there. He's just all, she's going, okay. And he's like trying to roll and rock. And he rolls into the sun. He's about to die. And it starts raining. He goes down the fucking drain, the storm drain. And he gets into like the sewage. And then there's rats there. And then he kills a rat. He's the smartest person in the universe. He turns himself with all the rat bones and muscle. He turns himself into this like badass superhero. It's insane, dude. It's so creative and well done. It's by far the best. By far the best. Let's take another little break, y'all, because I'm worried about some folks out there, man. Your brain's not firing on all cylinders, and you're just like, man, I've been in that flow state before. I've been in the zone. I don't know how to get there. What do I do? Do I meditate? Do I swim? Do I get in the sauna? Or you could just use Alpha Brain, the #1 nootropic on the freaking planet by my friends at Onnit. Have you heard of Alpha Brain? Of course you have. Well, now it's available to you. You can go to onnit.com/Schaub, SCHAB. You order it from the site, you save 10% off the best nootropics on the planet from my friends at Onnit, or you can go to your local Walmart and pick it up, but you don't want to go to Walmart. Save time, get delivered to your door. Listen, Alpha Brain, you're talking about science. You're talking about straight up case studies where it fires up your brain, all right? It gets you into that flow state, promotes cognitive function, including your memory, mental speed, and focus. Can help you remember names. Who remembers so many names? Never, right? All right, it helps you zero in on the freaking job that you have at hand to really focus and knock it out the park, all right? That's why Joe Rogan swears by, he says, helps him form better sentences when he's talking. Do you want to talk like Joe Rogan? We all do. He's on Alpha Brain. The secret's out. He's using Alpha Brain. And if you're jittery, you're worried about caffeine, it's caffeine free, baby. That's right. Alpha Brain is caffeine free. Onnit's so confident you're going to love Alpha Brain, they give you your money back, guaranteed. Just give them 2 weeks. And if at that point you don't love Alpha Brain, it's not your fit, all right, all good. Just tell them why. They'll refund your money on the spot. No return necessary. Keep the bottle. That's your issue. You can save 10% off by going to onnit.com/Schaub, SCHAUB. All right, and save 10% off the entire website at onnit.com, especially Alpha Brain, or you can go to Walmart. Get you some, man. San Jose, see you this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. San Jose Improv. Right after that, next week, I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah. Wise Guys, October 20th through 22nd. Then I end October in Calgary, Canada. We have a show on the 27th of the Rooftop, downtown Calgary. That show's damn near sold out. So we added a show on Friday to the Rooftop on the 28th. Get your tickets right now, thickboy.com. See you there. Wow. Yeah, man. So what do we got, Jim?
All right. The first one is Alistair Overeem and Badr Hari. They fought. This is the third fight they had in Glory Kickboxing.
God, man, those boys in their prime. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see the Frank Mir. They got it from the Fight Night flashback.
Yeah, dude.
Former UFC champ wants retirement fight on one pretty cool condition. I'll ruin it for you guys. Fighting with his daughter.
That's so cool. That
fighting the same card as his daughter. And listen, Frank's a good buddy of mine. We talk all the time, but I was not aware. We don't talk about kids, we talk about fighting. I wasn't aware of how much of a badass his daughter is.
Dude, she's insane.
Dude, she's at University of Iowa. Ever heard of it? For wrestling on a scholarship. Nutsos, dude. So, and then she's I think 3-0 in MMA. Mm-hmm. And then she was state champ in Vegas at a big ass school. And then Frank's plan is to have little Bella fight on the same card, have her as the main event. Then I was like, oh, and you'll be co-main event? He's like, no, because then I can't corner her.
Yeah.
So like, just put me on the card, and so I can corner her. He's like, so I could kick off whatever the fight, the main card, then she's the main event. Yeah. That'd be so sick. And then his dad, it was his coach. Her grandpa is also her coach. So her coach is his fucking dad, who got Frank Mir to be a world champion. And also your dad is Frank Mir. Nutsos.
Yeah. And
then his son, as a freshman, played varsity at that big ass school that's on ESPN all the time in Vegas. He's a linebacker. He's a fucking freak. Those kids are freaks, man. Frank Mir's a chatty Cathy like me. That's why when we were talking, I'm like, let's do a fight companion, dude. You and me on fight companion, we are chatty Cathys. Then you mix in Mitrione or somebody, maybe Sam Tripoli.
That guy Jesse too. He's a chatty Cathy.
Jesse,
so it's like,
yeah, Jesse chat. Yep. So you got 4 chatty Cathys. This episode of Fight Companion is brought to you by Adderall. All right, what do you got, Jim?
By the way, Frank's awesome too. So he knows. We talked about the pinch nerve stuff. He has the same thing. He had an issue with his neck.
He had to have surgery.
So he connected me with this dude. He's like, yeah, just go check him out.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, he's great. All right, so Alistair Overeem. I'll show you this right. So apparently, I didn't watch this fight, but Badr Hari was apparently winning, doing really well. And then the final round, Overeem.
How many rounds did they go?
I think it's 3.
Is it 3?
Yeah, I didn't watch the fight, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, so round 3. But I'll show you this up.
So let's get this straight. So Badr Hari's piecing him up.
That's what it sounds like.
So for most of the fight, end of the fight, Overeem drops him
2 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah. So I'll just play you this clip of an uppercut from Overeem.
We got to get Overeem on food truck and fight night flashback. Boom. Now, Badr Hari is also 6'7", 6'6". Huge dude.
Yeah.
Left hook. And just
Boom!
right on the chin.
Dude, Badr Hari in his fucking prime was him and his brother Morocco, the scariest motherfuckers on the planet.
Like gangster scary.
Oh.
Yeah. They don't care.
Dude,
Street fighters.
savages. Yeah, I have an into Overeem too. I don't know why I didn't think about it.
You have an in?
Someone remind me. Yeah, my one of my best friends, Cody Dahman, was his coach in Colorado, high altitude.
Oh, shit.
He still trains there.
Hell yeah, dude. That'd be rad to have him on.
They're saying Overeem too in the training room's like the best training partner now. He used to be notoriously known for
Being a
breaking his toys. Not anymore. He's like just spit knowledge on the youngsters, and him and Curtis Blades train together all the time. Savage.
Yeah, and I heard for the Badr Hari fight too. Like, I guess Badr's not doing that great as far as maybe even in his personal life, but also fighting. He's not at his best. But so that's why Overeem's like, I didn't want to fight him in the beginning, but then I heard he called me out.
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
otherwise, I wouldn't have done it because I don't want to hit someone when they're down.
Good for him, man.
Yeah.
What's this?
This is Greg Hardy. So he's finally
Greg Hardy got into boxing.
Yeah.
And I don't think that we're not going to hear from Greg Hardy ever again. I think Greg Hardy gets a few wins and comes back to the UFC, especially in the heavyweight
I
division.
think it's possible. Dana loves him. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Again, Greg Hardy's a guy here at ATT. They're like, dude, super
Yeah.
humble,
Only heard nice things.
respectful. Like, he comes with that baggage from his past, but that's in the past. Really good student, just wants to learn. I have no issues with him.
And I told you, I looked at all that stuff. Like, I read about it and I looked at all the pictures and stuff. It's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know.
I don't know either,
Whatever.
but I believe in second chances.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So I'll just show you this. There's no audio to this either, but I'll just show you real quick. This is him basically destroying
And this is
his
a
opponent.
professional boxing match.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do
His
that.
very first one.
Okay. Greg
So
Hardy
it's-
next guy.
Half the guy, or half his size. The guy is visibly smaller than, like, a lot smaller.
But this is heavyweight. God, Greg
So-
Hardy is a savage. Oh,
Yeah.
good slip there.
And that was it.
That was it? Yeah. Here's the thing, though. People, knockdown got half his size. You ain't shit. Greg Hardy's never boxed professionally before.
Yeah.
This is how boxing goes. Go watch Deontay Wilder's first fight. Like, this is how it goes. In boxing, you're gonna, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint like UFC. It's not like these other leagues. You're gonna start with some shitty guys. That's exactly, Granted, I wish the guy was a little bigger, but
Yeah.
as far as skill wise, that's exactly who you should be fighting right now. And then the next one's get tougher, the next one gets tougher, the next one gets tougher, and then he's gonna get southpaw, and the next one gets tougher, and then who knows?
Yeah. But he's a freak athlete, so yeah.
Yeah, all pro.
This is also, we all remember Julian Lane, the Let Me Bang Bro guy.
Oh, classic Ultimate Fighter history. Let me bang, bro.
Yeah.
Just let me bang, bro.
As he's crying, yeah.
Just let me bang, bro.
So
Kickboxer turned bare knuckle boxer Vlad destroys Julian Lane in the second round. Left hook stopped him dead in his tracks.
Yeah, dude, this guy, it's so accurate. Watch his punching, the kickboxer guy.
Oh,
He's so good.
И повторный слева, как вы видите. Четко по месту.
Да, и ручки тут же вниз.
oh my God. Well,
that
that
was-
Russian guy is a fucking
Dude,
savage.
fast, accurate. Yeah.
But also, Julian Lane didn't look bad either. Like, listen, it's not a knock on Greg Hardy, but watching Greg Hardy's fight, Greg Hardy looked good. It's tough to tell where he's at because that guy was so bad he's fighting. But that slip was dope. Slip to the right hand. But then this, Julian Lane, and then that Russian cat, that Russian cat can fucking fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hits him with, he check left hook there. And then as Julian Lane comes in, for those that can't watch it, he fucking times it. Whoop.
Yeah, so
left hook,
fast.
Out. Yeah, perfect punch.
Yeah.
Filthy.
Well, okay.
I thought you couldn't fly into Russia right now.
I don't know what's going on there. So that brings up this one here too.
That's
so.
called a segue. Jim.
Yeah, perfect. So there was rumors that Khamzat Chimaev had his passport seized in Russia and he couldn't leave, but his manager, according to Brett Okamoto, says that was all BS.
I just spoke to Khamzat's manager, who told me reports of Khamzat being stuck in Russia with a revoked passport are not true. Khamzat is in Russia, but there are no problems with any travel restrictions, according to Shamas, his manager. Yeah. I don't listen. Russia views fighters like America views NFL and NBA players. They're not going to force that guy to do anything. You know, that he's getting the red carpet rolled out when he comes in.
He knows all the leaders. Yeah, he's friends with the leaders.
He's friends with everybody. They're not going to stop him.
Yeah, but it was like a trending topic for a little while.
Dude, can you? I was thinking about this. I couldn't sleep the other night. I was thinking about this when I first heard about this, and we didn't know. I was like, man, can you imagine if they make Khamzat pick up a fucking
Fight?
AK 47 and fight, and he dies? For what, dude? How awful would that be? 'Cause you want to go fucking take Ukrainian land, and he dies doing that bullshit?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so I saw
that's stuff that keeps me up. That's how weird I am.
it's fucked up. Yeah, so I saw articles about Russian people leaving because they don't want to shoot anyone. They don't want to kill anyone.
A lot of men are trying to leave,
Yeah.
yeah. And then the people who are protesting it are just, they're getting arrested, and then you're in a Russian prison camp.
It's all fucked up.
And if you want to know what Russia prison camp is like, go ahead and watch the new season of Stranger Things. Yeah, they're fighting those monsters. That's real. That is a documentary. It's real. Okay? There's no fake news here. All real facts. What else you got?
Hold on, I want to segue into that too, but I got to find the article. Let's see. Well, I'll just talk about it first. So, our boy Li JingLiang, he posted a picture of him in a badass tailored suit.
Let me see.
I'm trying to find it out. So
He's been stepping up his suit game, huh?
yeah. I'm just gonna Google it. Real quick. So yeah, so he's
There it is. Suit UFC 279.
Was it 279?
Yep.
no. It was after that. It was a fight night.
Oh,
here it is.
it's for the
Here it is.
the Facebook.
No, damn it, it's not. Anyways, I'll find it here. But so Li JingLiang posted a picture of him with a badass suit. and
Just
he's
go to
like,
his Instagram.
Oh yeah, shit with him.
She was like, "Ah, fuck, you're right." Yeah,
Yeah, you are right. Hopefully it's on his. It has to be on his Instagram.
Guaranteed.
There he
There it
is,
is.
right there. And that's what he says.
So the leech put tailored this suit for Jan's fight, then heard the arena was rented out.
Yeah. So he had a
Weird.
fly ass suit on.
He looks fucking dope too.
So it's not a conspiracy.
He's
It's
a good
real.
looking dude.
It's real.
No, I told you. Listen. It's not a conspiracy. There's no debate about this. He rented the arena out.
Yeah.
You guys know how I feel about it. I went pretty hard in the paint last episode. I just, that's why when people are like, oh, whatever, shop's full of shit, it's conspiracy, needs a handler, UFC 279, how could it be fake? And I'm not dying on that hill. And the odds are you guys are right. There's no conspiracy. I'm just saying it just lined up a little too perfect, like JFK shooting for me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So when I question, everyone's like, "This is the most ridiculous conspiracy." Well, is it? It's not that ridiculous, And then Dan's like, "He's a dumbass if he thinks that." Anybody, Pat Milchick thinks that, but well, you've lied to us countless times. Guys have, that miss weight are usually disciplined like you wouldn't believe. Aspen Ladd just got cut because of it. There's where there's smoke, there's a bit of fire. Again, I don't even know. If you prove to me it's not true, okay. I also don't really give a fuck. It actually worked out better for Nate Diaz. That's all I really wanted.
Yeah.
So cool, great, grand, wonderful. And this, Mackenzie Dern comes out, and here's my thing: Mackenzie Dern's not a liar. And when she does a press conference, and clearly nobody was like, "Hey, make sure you don't mention that Mark Zuckerberg rented the arena out." Nobody told her that. So when she goes, "Yeah, main event, but Mark Zuckerberg rented out the arena," and Danny goes, "That's bullshit. That's all smoke and that's all bullshit, smoke and mirrors. That's not real." And we're watching like, oh shit, he actually rented out. And then Leach, again, nobody told him, "Hey, make sure you don't draw the attention to Zuckerberg rented the arena out." "Hey, rent this suit. I can't get in the arena." Well, he's not media. Remember Dana was like, "Well, no, he didn't rent it out. We're just not letting certain media in there." Okay. Well, Leach isn't media. Why can't he come in?
To support his girl.
Because somebody rented it out.
Yeah, I don't know why he was so adamant about saying it's bullshit. It's like, just
I don't know why you lied to us.
Yeah,
just
who cares?
Why would you lie? Just fucking be like, yeah, I don't know. Dude wants to want to himself. He's a big fan. It's only a fight night.
Yeah.
It's Apex Center, so it's all good. I don't get it.
I don't get it. All right, so what do you think of this fight? Stephen Thompson versus Kevin Holland. After Kevin Holland recently said he was retired, now he's back.
Yeah, Kevin Holland has a new podcast too. He just launched a new podcast.
Nice.
Go listen to it, download it. He has 2 co-hosts on there. It's a good show. It's entertaining. I'll see Kevin Holland's entertaining. He went on there and he kind of called me out, but he also
Called
did
you
it.
out?
He also did it in a more of a joking manner, which I appreciate. He's like, Brendan is, it's great, and I think it's because the UFC 279 conspiracy saying it's not, wasn't real, which that thing just got out of hand. Which, if you go back and listen to the show, I'm like, I do think it was real, but if it was to be a conspiracy, this is the questions I have. If you remember, go back and watch that. But then, of course, the media picks it up and they're like, "Oh, Brendan, this." So of course, Kevin Holland, he's not watching the show, and he gets into it, right? And he's like, "Yeah, for all the crazy shit Schaub says, I'd love to have him on the show," or he wants to be on the show. And he thought, he was talking to me on social media, and he wasn't. He's talking to the staff. So he's like, that was kind of embarrassing. I didn't know what to fire back. I sent him a video just being like, dude, I get it. I was sensitive too when I was a fighter. I'm sensitive now as a comic, so I completely get where you're coming from. And then he was like, we need to box, though. If he comes on here, I go on his, we need to box for all the crazy shit he says. I told him, I said, and then he goes, but I ain't wrestling his big ass. He goes, I'm done with wrestling. I retired for a reason. I just sent him a video. I was like, basically, good luck with everything. If you need any help, the one thing I do know is podcasting. If I can help you in any facet, and I've seen the show, it looks fantastic. I don't think you need any help. But if you ever do, I'm here. And I was like, are you at your I would never box you. Why the fuck would I box you, dude? I was like, I need all the brain cells I can muster to do what I'm trying to pull off. I'm never going to box you. I said, but I'm down to come on your show. You can come on mine. We can hash it out if you want. And I said, also, people get upset when guys retire. I said, when you announce your retirement, I get excited because, again, the fighters in the UFC, it's like, I made the joke about it on the bit we posted in Ontario when I was going through the Dana drama bullshit. But it's like these fighters, Kevin Holland, for a guy like him to get to the level he's at, he's a success story. You're Andy Dufresne, man. You crawl through shit, dude, and you make it out the other side. And now Kevin Holland, if he was retired, I told him, I said, you're in Mexico. You're in San Juanita or where the fuck it is. So it's like, good for you, man. You beat the game. Most guys don't. Most guys stick around via BJ Penn, via Diego Sanchez, via the list goes on and on. But for him to be whatever 31, and he's like, I'm good, made money, I'm out, ranked in the top 10, fought big fights, I'm out. I was like, to me, like nothing makes me more excited when guys retire and they still have other shit to do. And you launch your podcast. Good luck, dude. I said, love to come on the show. You can come on mine. I said, here's the other thing, dude. There's no pressure to do either. Both of us will be fine if we don't do each other's shows. That's the other thing. No pressure, dude. So yeah, I like Kevin Holland. Glad he's fighting again. I like watching Kevin Holland's one of my favorites. I told him this. Kevin Holland's one of my favorite fighters to watch. He's great for the sport, great mouthpiece, super fucking entertaining. Fighting against Wonder Boy is a great fight. Tough fight for both of them. Kind of fork in the road for both of them. And I also think Kevin Holland got the fucking shaft. So let's say there's no conspiracy, right? And you're Kevin Holland, you're getting ready to fight. He's scheduled to fight, was it Rodriguez?
Khamzat, right? No, he already fought Khamzat. Yeah, Rodriguez.
He's supposed to fight Rodriguez, a guy who's going to just stand up with him, not going to wrestle, not going to grapple. You've done your whole camp for that. And then the UFC goes, hold up, the day before the fight, hold up. We're going to give you a guy who all he does is wrestle. Not only does all he does is wrestle, but there's argument, probably the best grappler we have right now on a day's notice. Okay. Now I'm sure you got compensated more for that as a catch weight, but still not ideal, man. You know? So you get even though I'm sure you got compensated, you get the short end of the stick, man. I don't like that. So for him, you know, to fight Wonder Boy, again, a guy who's not going to take him down, you're going to get a great fight.
Yeah.
And that's a 5-round fight too. So but for both gentlemen, this is a fork in the road fight. Because for Kevin Holland, if you would have gave him a full camp to prepare for Khamzat, you're talking about a different fight. I'm telling you, Holland's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Is his wrestling world class? No. Is Khamzat's? Yes. But still, I guarantee he wouldn't have got finished like that. Not a chance. But you just day before,
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
you fucked him. So you got to root for that guy, you know? So shout out to Kevin Holland. Good luck with your new podcast, my man. I'll be tuning in. He's an interesting guy. His co-hosts are great. It's a guy and a girl and him. Set's dope. Well done. Audio's good, you know?
Nice. All right.
What else you got, you?
Another fight announcement. Johnny Walker
love this fucking
versus
fight.
Paul Craig. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And that's on the pay-per-view in Brazil.
283 Brazil.
Now, that's in Brazil, right? Be careful how I say this, but a super reliable source told me that the UFC is trying to get Jon Jones Stipe in December. That's the big fight they're waiting for. And part of what works with this, because this person that it came from, that you guys would all know, I'm not gonna say their name, I don't put them out there like that. But part of the problem is Yuri's ready to go too. Yuri wants to fight in December. And the UFC's going, hold on. We're waiting to see if Jon Jones doesn't do it, you'll come on. And he's like, well, hold up. I'm Yuri. I'm the light heavyweight champion of the world. I wait for nobody. And UFC goes, cool story. Sounds good. We're going to wait for Jon Jones. If Jon Jones, for whatever reason, can't do it, then you'll fight. He's like, no, I'm the champ. And they're like, no, we're waiting for Jon. That's the big fight in December. So they're waiting for Jon Stipe, but the fight that they want most of all is so Jon Stipe is their second choice. Their first choice is John Francis. And they're hoping Francis re-signs and is able to go to fight in like January, February. That's what they're hoping for. They would rather Jon go straight to Francis than Jon go through Stipe. They want Jon Francis. That's the number one fight the UFC wants to make. The caveat there is Francis, the contract, the re-signing, and then also his injury.
Yeah.
But so the UFC again, they got their job cut out for them because they're trying to deal with Francis, see if they can come to fruition. If they can re-sign Francis, come to agreement, then you're gonna have Jon fight in probably January, February, March at the latest against Francis. If Francis can't get that deal done, or there's a holdup, or who knows, then they're trying to get Jon Stipe on the December 10th card. If they can't get any of that done, you're getting Yuri Glover in December.
Interesting.
And this isn't like rumors, like UFC 279 conspiracy. These are facts. Because that's what we do here at the Schaub Show. Okay?
Straight facts.
No fact checking is allowed here.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's a great matchup. And also, this
little nugget for you guys, huh?
Yeah,
a little
that's
nugget
a
for the
pretty big
boys in
nugget.
the room.
Pretty big nugget.
Mark's jacking off in the corner.
So, as you know, Shavkat Rakhmonov, he's killing it right now.
It's a great fight.
Yeah, so he's fighting
This is a
Jeff Neal.
fight, dude.
Jeff Neal.
Jeff Neal. Hell yeah.
That's January 14th.
They're already announced in January. Yep, here we go.
Apex. Likely to be Apex. But that's a great fight, yeah.
Is that going to main event? 5 rounds or no?
I mean,
Should
this
be.
has to be main event.
Maybe.
Especially if it's a fight night. Oh, that was another thing. There's a back and forth between them too. So Shavkat said, I don't blame you for doubting yourself, but when are you
Interesting.
going to accept the offer?
Such a good fight.
Yeah.
The odds on that are going to be close.
Yeah.
Minus 105, plus 100, I bet. Great fight.
We shall see. But that's a great fight, yeah.
You know we root for our boy,
Jeff
the
Neal.
Texas Roadhouse legend.
Yeah, but Shavkat.
Toughest man to ever work at Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Jeff Neal.
I don't know what. Oh, we already kind of covered this already, though.
Oh, yeah, I covered this.
Yeah. So let's move on. This was the Le'Veon Bell, Uriah Hall one. So, okay. Aspen Ladd, she was just cut from the UFC. She's now joined the PFL.
For not making weight.
Like 3 times in the UFC and 4 times
That's
in
a
her
problem.
career, yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem.
But so now she's moving up to featherweight, and she wants to get a fight with Kayla Harrison. Like, according to her manager, they want that fight. And then Kayla Harrison posted this as well. She goes,
Kayla Harrison quoting your boy from Texas, Matthew McConaughey. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, that'd be Kayla Harrison's toughest fight.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Yeah, she's just mopping the floor with these girls
And
we've
it's
never heard of.
constant rematches with people she beat.
I know. They're like, rematch, too. It's like that last fight was 40 seconds. The fight we've all been waiting for.
I know.
Can she last 1 minute without getting absolutely destroyed? Next PFL pay-per-view, Kayla Harrison murdering some young girl. Aspen Ladd versus Kayla Harrison. Tougher fight for Kayla Harrison. Kayla Harrison could probably beat 99.99% of the UFC roster. So tough fight for Aspen Ladd, but also the toughest matchup for Kayla Harrison
So
PFL,
far,
which
yeah.
that isn't saying much.
Yeah. All right. Another fight announcement. Frank Edgar, his retirement fight is going to be with a gentleman named Chris Gutierrez. I don't know much about
Gutierrez, no punk?
No, he's not a punk. So this is Frank Edgar's record. He's lost, what, 4 out of his last 5?
4 out of 5, won 2 out of 6. It's tough, dude. It's been tough.
But losing to really, obviously awesome
Tip of the spear, guys. He's fought all tip of the spear.
But this is Chris Gutierrez. He's kind of killing it right now.
He's won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. Won 6 out of his last 7. His only non-win was a draw. Yeah, he's a fucking beast.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Last fight come up, performance of the night. Yeah. This is a good feeling, though. It's for Frankie Edgar. New York, Madison Square Garden. That's how you should send that guy off.
Oh, yeah. And you got to do a sit down with him. He's amazing, right?
He was basically, at the time, it wasn't called food truck. At the time, I forget what they called it, but it was, I was in New Jersey for Showtime, and I went and got pizza with Frankie Edgar on Jersey Shore. He was the first guest ever.
Hell yeah. Another fight, Brian Barberino versus Rafael Dos Anjos. Fight night, Orlando.
Love this fight.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brian Barberino. Savage. Obviously he's coming off that huge win. If you knock out Robbie Lawler, there's only one way to go, and you're going Sizzler. You're fighting monsters. So, Dos Santos is a monster.
Yep.
I highly doubt Dos Santos is going to trade with him, though.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. There's a quick look at Dos Anjos' record. So he just lost to Rafael Fiziev, but won the last 2, Renato Moicano and Paul Felder.
Paul Felder was short notice.
Super short notice.
Fight
I
of the
can't
night.
believe he made weight, too.
Shout out to Paul Felder.
Yeah, he's a badass. And there's Brian Barberino's record.
Dude.
Beat.
So this will be Brian Barberino's last 3 fights. Ready for this? He beat Matt Brown, the Immortal. Ever heard of him? Beat Robbie Lawler, legend. Ever heard of him? And then he's going to fight Dos Anjos.
Yeah.
You beat Matt Brown, Robbie Lawler, and Dos Anjos. First of all, the matchmakers love Brian Barberino. That's in conclusion, to wrap this summary up, this TED Talk of Brian Barberino, the matchmakers love him. Matt Brown, you're getting big time names, dude.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Good for him indeed. And also,
He has a few fight of the nights. What's this?
so this is Stephen A. Smith and Jake Paul on Jake Paul's podcast.
Stephen A. Smith came on there.
Yeah.
He didn't go on ESPN. I thought Jake was on. I thought Jake also went on ESPN, or this just on Jake Paul?
This is just one where this is literally just Jake Paul's podcast.
Oh, I didn't see it. Let me see
went
it.
through a back and forth here. Let's see if it catches it.
Good on.
So it was about basically Dana White. They're talking about Dana White. Stephen A. Smith likes Dana White, and he's saying to Jake Paul, like, cause Jake's saying like they're not paying fighters enough, this and that. But Stephen A. Smith basically said like, you don't understand the inner workings of blah, blah, yeah.
Which is why I don't argue for it too much. I don't know their business. I don't know their overhead.
And he says, I know NBA or NFL or something like other sports.
Stephen A. Smith said that?
He goes, I know all those sports.
We know the inner workings of that.
Yeah. So
Yes.
But so it's a different thing because he was saying like, how come they're not getting paid $10 million?
But the caveat to this, and I should text Jake. I wish he was doing this. The caveat there is when they do defend Dana and say that, and like we don't know the inner workings. Cool. We know the inner workings of the MLB. We know the inner workings of the NBA, NFL. Why don't we know the inner workings of the UFC? They hold everything so tight to their chest. We don't get UFC numbers anymore. You know, we have to kind of find out. Certain journalists have to do deep dives on how much they're getting paid from ESPN. We have no idea how they're doing on ESPN, right?
Yeah.
So they hold it tight to their chest. My question would be for Stephen A. Smith, why do you think the UFC, if you want to consider them a top 5 sport in the world, why are the only major organization that holds it so tight to the chest?
Yeah.
I would argue because they could pay the guys more and they don't want that news getting out because it gives the fighters more ammunition to stand up and demand more money. That's why they're doing it. Otherwise, let us know.
Yeah.
Why is it so tight to your chest? Why do you limit what press comes in? NFL doesn't do that. NBA doesn't do that. NHL doesn't do that. MLB doesn't do that. UFC does that. White House does that.
Yeah.
Softball questions. So earlier this week, Paul was on offensive again as he came together with Smith on his
BS with Jake
Paul YouTube show. Once the topic turned to UFC fight pay, things got a little heated. Paul began to spit out facts about UFC's crazy revenue share and how White handles it all, while Smith, who works for the UFC broadcast partner, I mean, he kind of works. Oh, he works. Yes, he works for ESPN. Did his best to avoid saying anything professionally incriminating. That's my man. I'm not going to front. Stephen A. Smith said, Dana White's my guy. Of course, you guys are working together.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like Paul or how he conducts himself outside the ring, this solid watch. Wow, they didn't give a summary.
I know.
And we can't play any of it.
I mean, it was just super long. But basically, just pretty much Stephen A. Smith was kind of defending.
His number one argument is we don't know what it takes to run the company.
Yeah.
Fair argument.
Overhead, all
that's
that stuff.
fair. Then show us. If that's if that's your argument, saying we don't know what it takes, okay, well, you're right. Then show us. And if you show us and the public can go through the numbers, they actually don't have a lot of room to pay guys more, that ends the conversation. But have you ever seen the UFC be open and talk about how much money they're receiving, how much it costs to run everything? Never. Only one can conclude, and I don't have any evidence, but only one can conclude the reason they're doing that is because they can afford to pay guys more, but they don't want to. And again, I don't know if I'd run the business any different.
Yeah, you don't know.
It's also you're picking and choosing when you're gonna be mad at fair pay because everybody watches this show. The majority, unless you're watching this in Asia, everybody in here, we all use iPhones. You know, how much the workers at Apple get paid? Nothing. That's slave labor in China? Nothing. They make them work so long, they commit suicide. They have a net to catch employees from jumping off, but you use your iPhone. Now, that would be an argument for the UFC, right? What else you got?
This is kind of like piggybacking on this. So Shane Burgos, as you know, he left the UFC for PFL, and Dana White did kind of say he regretted it because Burgos is such a game fighter. He's always fun to watch.
He's entertaining. He doesn't have boring fights. Dana just said he flew under the radar.
Yeah.
They're too busy, forgot about him.
He's saying that the PFL is paying a stupid amount of money and that when they had that contract, the negotiations to match his thing to leave or stay with UFC, he said the UFC would never match it because if they matched his contract, other fighters would know then they have to pay other fighters more. So it's like it would.
That's not
happen.
true.
That's what he was saying.
True. Yeah, I get his point. Like if the UFC matches, then our fighters be like, wait a second, that happens all the time. I mean, the amount of money that Izzy makes, even though it's undisclosed, the amount of money he's bringing in, the amount of money Khabib was making. His manager Ali came out and was like, he's the highest paid fighter of all time. The amount of money they're paying some of these guys would blow your mind. But
I think since Shane isn't like one of those fighters, like the really famous ones, he was kind of like just a fun fighter that would win.
He's
and lose,
entertaining.
win and lose.
Yeah. So he says, I'm gonna be making a stupid amount of money. Again, it's all relative, right? I'm curious what stupid means to him. So the money was too good for me to pass applicants. Say no to that money. I've got kids. I've got to feed. This is the first time I did the free agent thing. They gave me an offer. It was a great offer the first time. In my head, I was thinking, I'm a UFC fighter at the time. I wasn't a prize fighter. This is time coming around. This time coming around, I'm a little bit older now. I'm 31. I'm like, I'm a prize fighter. That's a prize. When I'm getting paid now, that's a prize. Then on top of that, you've got a $1 million tournament. Then on top of that, you've got me doing a commentating gig, which is setting me up for when I'm done competing sport. It was no brainer when we laid that out, facts and the pros and cons chart. I agree with him, but also he's right because you know how hard it is to become an analyst in the UFC. Think about the guys who become analysts. So Paul Felder is the only one who's not going to be on the Mount Rushmore. And the reason Paul Felder has an analyst gig is he's so fucking smart.
So good.
He's an outlier.
Yeah.
That guy's a fucking Jeff Bezos of commentating. He's a fucking monster. So he's an outlier. Paul Felder's so good if you want to. He can do NFL, NBA, MLB. He's an outlier. He's probably the best they have. Who's not a former champion. Then you got Dominic Cruz, arguably one of the best of all time, if not the best of all time. You got Michael Bisping, champion. Put Europe on the map for MMA. You got Daniel Cormier, light heavyweight champion, Strikeforce champion, Olympian, one of the best to ever do it. You know, so first ballot Hall of Famer, and he has a gold jacket. Who else you got on that staff? That's about it. So you got Bisping, you got Paul Felder, Dominic Cruz,
Cormier.
4 guys. It's like being a punter on a football team. Or it's like being a trumpet player trying to get that Chicago Symphony. You got to hope somebody dies. You know what I'm saying? They're there forever. So for him, they're going, hey, we'll give you a commentating gig. Because listen, I love Shane Burgos. You think he's taking Paul Felder's gig? You think he's taking Bisping's? Dominic Cruz? And Dominic Cruz Bisping does Dana White Contender Series, and he'll do some pay-per-views when Rogan's out. But for the most part, it's tough, man. Because all the major pay-per-views, you got DC, Anik, Rogan. So the rest of the fight nights, which is a good amount, they're using, Paul Felder, Bisping, Brendan Fitzgerald, and then you also got Laura Sanko, too, in the mix.
Yeah.
Who's a savage.
Hopefully she gets to the actual commentary, like real commentary, pay-per-view booth.
Little Birdie told me there's a chance that's going to happen.
Hopefully, yeah.
So for Burgos, this makes all the sense. Even though it's not the UFC, and you wish it was the UFC, and UFC would pay you what you're worth, and UFC would give you a commentating gig, the chance of that happen, and if I'm 31, I have kids like him, yeah, this makes all sense in the world for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so good for him, man.
Good for him.
Yeah, killing it.
I wonder how much he was making at the UFC, though.
I don't know,
40,
he's saying
40?
like he's getting stupid money now. So, UFC purses. Let's see if it shows anything.
Oh, Burgers made 156 in total
When losing
against Barboza.
He's making
The American made a base salary of 75. He made 156 because he made the bonuses. They gave 75 grand. Shane Burgos. So his first fight, he's making 10 and 10.
Oh man.
And then the Reebok money, 2,500. But so his last fight he made 156, so he would have made 150. So his contract was 75. And then if you go up to how much does it, when it popped in the Google search, Shane Burgos PFL contract. So if he's making 150, so stupid money.
I don't think they're going to show
Stupid
those.
would be.
Yeah, it's the same article. It's always just making a stupid amount of money. But also, yeah, the chance to win the $1 million tournament.
Win the
grand
tournament.
prize. Yeah, I know.
That's a tough tournament.
But that's on top of your actual salary.
So I would bet they're paying 500,000.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I can. Damn, that'd be awesome.
Good for him.
Yeah. Okay, going back to Jake Paul. I'm sure you've seen this video already with Draymond Green punching his teammate.
Solid shot.
Right? Like a good Superman
Solid punch. Wobbles him. If it maybe have knocked him out. Here it is right here.
Yeah, so I'll just play it here.
I'll give you some background on this, why he did this too. So then we're talking about practice.
Uh-huh.
So he's talking shit to Draymond Green there. I don't know if you guys know about Draymond Green, but he should be playing for the Detroit Pistons back in the bad boy days. He's a tough guy. He's the enforcer of the team.
So he's walking up to him right now.
He pushes him.
Pushes him.
Boom!
That was a clean
Great
Superman
punch.
Yeah.
And Draymond Green is a fan of UFC and boxing. So I met Draymond Green at the Floyd Connor fight. Thin dude, but big fight fan. He's kind of, that's how far NBA has come now. He's like the bad boy. Look at that smile. That's the bad boy of the NBA. That smile.
Yeah.
You know, he'd probably be the softest in the 90s. Now he's the bad boy. That's the NBA these days.
Yeah.
But my whole take on Draymond Green, you're talking about practice. So problem with today's world is everybody has a cell phone. So that footage should never have gotten leaked out. And they're trying to figure out who leaked that footage because there should be an in-house problem. Because if you go back in the history of time, practice, that's not for the public consumption. That's practice. So you're going to have problems. You've had, Donald for the Rams during a practice. I think it was Rams versus Chargers in a scrimmage practice. Took the guy's helmet off, beat him with his helmet. Nothing happened to him because that's practice. Those fights and that stuff happened during practice. Guys don't gel. And then also when Draymond punched that gentleman, that dude was talking so much shit. The guy was coming out saying, and they're saying, I forget the guy's name that he punched.
Poole.
So Poole's a baller. So Poole had a great season last year and he re-signed. He got a bunch more money, guaranteed money in the NBA. They said since he signed that deal, he's been kind of arrogant, talking shit to everybody, thinks his shit doesn't stink. Well, dude, you're on the team with Steph Curry. You got Thompson there. You have all these savages. You have Draymond Green. You have all these guys who've won world champions, right? And obviously he won a world champion, Poole did. But, you're dealing with veterans on the team and then you're walking around real arrogant. And I guess he was talking shit. For Draymond, he was talking about just basically he's like, man, what got you the chicks at Michigan State when you set the screens or when you just get a few fucking rebounds? Like constantly talking shit to him. You're dealing with a veteran guy. It's practice. The other thing is it's basketball. Not everybody has to like each other. You have a job. They're professionals making all the money. So to me, this shouldn't have got out. And it's weird. Again, society's so different now where, I think Draymond Green said he's going to take a step back. You realized that Kobe fought guys in practice all the time. Fought guys. You realize Michael Jordan choked Steve Kerr. Damn near unconscious. Choked. I don't mean like a cool blue belt jiu-jitsu rear naked. I'm talking Jeffrey Dahmer, both hands, grip on, tight grip on the throat, choke, little Steve Kerr. Nothing ever happened. Guys fight all the fucking time. We're talking about practice. It's stupid. This shouldn't be for the public. And also it's disappointing that the Golden State Warriors don't have his back. They should go, this is an in-house matter. That video should never got out. We're dealing with it in-house. See you guys opening day. That's all should be done. There should be no repercussions. It's grown men doing grown men shit. And for Poole, the young guy mouthing off, got his first contract. Draymond's a legend, dude. You're not talking about all-star games, all-pro. What are you talking about? All NBA, all NBA defensive team, multiple world champion. You got to have some respect. And if you want to mouth off like that, it's okay that he punched the guy. This isn't the end of the world. This is professional sports.
And the guy did push him first. So, I mean, come on. He did instigate it. I mean, obviously, Draymond Green walked up to him and kind of like touched him with his chest.
Still,
you pushed.
Yeah, there's going to be some consequences.
Yeah, if you push, you have to expect you're going to be in a fight.
What do you think's going to happen?
Yeah.
You push a guy like Draymond Green, the bad boy of the NBA, what do you think was going to happen? You're pulling on the tiger's tail and they turn around and bite you like, man, we got to get rid of this tiger. It's like, no, dumbass. You're pulling on his tail. You're talking shit to this veteran in front of guys, embarrass him, talking about girls, talking about how shitty he is at basketball. All right, there's going to be some consequences, dude, for your actions. That's how things should work. That's the problem with today. What else you got?
Well, so to put this all in, like, tie a bow around this, the reason why I brought it up is because Jake Paul saw the video and Jake Paul said he'd give Draymond Green $10 million to be part of the most valuable promotions pay-per-view.
Not enough money.
Something coming up.
It's not enough. You look at Draymond Green's contract, you're not going to get his caliber.
I'm sure Jake Paul knew that too.
And I don't think Draymond Green's going to fucking,
maybe
stop
way later.
playing basketball.
Later.
Yeah, later if he, follows the Lamar Odom route. But Draymond Green's a smart dude. I doubt he will. Yeah. But also for Jake Paul, this is good to promote his brand and all that shit. He knows he wasn't going to get a yes from Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Draymond Green's trying to win an NBA championship.
All right.
Tight move by Jake Paul, though.
Yeah, he's good. He knows how to use social media. So Islam Makhachev posted about Charles Oliveira, because apparently it's only 2 weeks away and Charles Oliveira was not in Abu Dhabi yet. So Islam Makhachev was worrying about it. So
do you have to be there 2 weeks early, though?
I mean, people want to adjust to whatever,
But he's in Brazil. I don't know the time difference there.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi's a different fucking planet time zone wise, but from Brazil, it can't be too bad for Charles Oliveira. I mean, well, I'll break down that UFC pay-per-view with Makhachev and Charles Oliveira next Monday, but just the more I look into it, the more I'm leaning towards Charles Oliveira.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to deny Oliveira now.
I just think he's so dangerous. Makhachev's obviously can get him down. On the feet, Charles Oliveira is definitely a better striker, more dangerous striker. On the ground, Charles Oliveira is more dangerous. So if he's constantly threatening submissions, I think forget takedown defense, you get taken down. But if you make it miserable down there for Makhachev, and you're just throwing you're throwing the kitchen sink at him where he's constantly fighting submissions and arm bars and triangles and darces and all this shit and fucking Americanas, all that shit. I think eventually in a 5-round fight, Makhachev's gonna be like, fuck this, let's keep it on the feet. And then that's when Charles Oliveira is at his best. I think Charles Oliveira gets taken down. Here's the other thing. I know I said I'm breaking down next week, but I'll just give you a little flavor now. This has the potential to be a great fight if Charles Oliveira wins and it comes game and has a good game plan and is throwing the kitchen sink at him and lighting him up and throwing elbows and fucking him up on the ground because he can get taken down. So you have that aspect of it, or you have a really good chance if Makhachev wins, it's gonna be a really boring fight where Makhachev isn't gonna take any chances. The first round's gonna be fireworks. And after that, Makhachev's team's like, get him down, control him, and you're getting 4 rounds of Makhachev just kind of laying on him.
Yeah.
Because in the scrambles and all that stuff, scrambles up and down, all that. That's where Charles Oliveira really thrives and looks for submissions. And Makhachev's team knows that. They're like, let's just become champ and we'll move on. It's too dangerous of a fight. So you have a good chance it could be a really boring fight.
That would suck.
Yeah. But if Charles Oliveira wins, you're gonna get a great fight.
All right. So, anyways, Makhachev said, he's kind of worried because it's 2 weeks before the fight and Charles is not there yet. And then Alexander Volkanovski actually replied to it. He goes, "Don't worry, brother. I'll be there."
Now, is Volkanovski the replacement? Is he the fill-in?
I don't know if he's an official, but I mean,
oh, he's just saying he'll be there.
he'll be there. I'm sure he would actually do it though.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And that's what Volkanovski wants.
Yeah.
He wants to go up to 55.
He said, yeah. And then this is what Charles DeBronx posted
That's
afterwards.
a lit ass suit too.
Yeah. And look at his freaking his
God,
bling, dude.
Dog.
Yeah. So he goes,
You could buy an entire favela with that fucking bracelet.
"Calm down, Dad is coming. Hello, Abu Dhabi." And he has a sign that says UFC 280 Abu Dhabi.
I almost wish you put "Calm down, Daddy is coming," but just Dad.
But this is
Calm down, Father is coming.
This is translation through Instagram.
True,
so
I
who
bet he
knows?
said Daddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that it, buddy? Is that it?
Do you want a couple more, or what do you want?
Give me 2 more.
Let's go. Okay, let's pass this and let's just go to the
What, we
funny
start
stuff.
at 9? It's 10:40. I'm just chatty.
We've been going 120 right now. So this is obviously
Holy
in
shit,
Russia.
that guy's missing an arm.
That's the thing that's crazy. So it's 2-on-1, but the two, they both have arms. The one has no arm. Well, let me take the music off. Hold on a second. So watch this.
Oh,
Yeah, leg kicks that dude.
so that guy's out. And then it's just 1-on-1.
Yep.
Well, 1-on-2 still. He's 1 arm, 2 arms, right?
Basically.
But
he's working on this guy.
Nice with that fucking left
Yeah.
kick.
And of course, he wins.
What a savage.
Yeah, with one
That's
arm.
alarming. They're in basketball shorts, but whatever. It's Russia. How about the 2-on-1? I bet when they got back to the locker room, the first guy that just head kicked like in 10 seconds. They got back. He's like, dude, what the fuck were you? He's like, bro, I fucking that guy with 1 arm head kicked me as soon as we got out there. Man, I was trying. And I think the way it looks is once you get fucked up, you're out. So then it went to 1-on-1.
Yeah,
Because the guy who got head kicked, they're not like, hey, man, come on, get your shit together, get back up. No.
Because you can't do that.
Like, you're out, dude.
Yeah.
And that's 1-on-1. That guy's like, ah, fuck.
He basically destroyed that first guy anyway, so it was done. Last one then. This is Conor McGregor. You know, before Conor McGregor,
Smart.
yeah,
Smart.
Like,
His
he had
team was
beef.
his PR team was like, "Excuse me, sir. Here's the other thing. Excuse me, sir. You're on the set of Roadhouse in Costa Rica right now. Chill the fuck out, man. They're gonna pull you from the movie." And Conor's like, "Oh shit, we don't want that." And he's like,
I'll actually play you the clip of what Conor says, and it sounds weird too because it sounds like Conor's not even sounding like himself. It sounds like he's trying to do an English accent or American accent.
It's Connor here. Just getting on about that video. The last while I saw you didn't understand that I was simply acting, and I thought you would have known, brother. All love, my man. God bless the show. God bless the fam. And God bless my man. Oh yeah.
That was it. To Bisping,
"Go back."
huh? Like, play it
Go
again?
back. No, go back to the
Yeah.
quote card. So Bisping said,
Hold on.
"If you watch the show, we were having a laugh. It's a fucking joke. Obviously, there was no threats on my end whatsoever, but he kind of flipped a lid, didn't he? He lost his mind. Anyway, Connor, relax, buddy. Jesus goddamn Christ. There you go." There's Connor goes, "Hey, Mike, Connor here. I saw you didn't understand that. I was simply acting, dude. I'm in a role. I thought you would have known, brother. All love, my man. God bless the show. God bless the fam, and God bless my man. Oh yeah."
It's so weird.
Somebody got his ear. Was like, "Dude, you can't threaten to show up at a guy's house. And you're on a set. Like, I'm just like a Universal movie. Like, you can't do that, dude." But at least they're being cool now.
Yeah,
I like both those guys.
yeah.
Is that it?
That's it. Just the fights.
Yeah, fight night this Saturday. It's not a great card, so come see me in San Jose this Thursday, Friday, Saturday instead. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, San Jose Improv, baby. Love San Jose. So San Jose Improv's this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, October 13th through the 15th. Next week is Salt Lake City Wise Guys, one of my favorite clubs ever. Shout out to Keith, the owner. October 20th through the 22nd, I'm in Salt Lake City. And then I end October's tour in Calgary, Canada, Calgary, Alberta. We added a show on that Friday, so the show for the 27th, the most sold out. So get your tickets now. It's the Rooftop in downtown Calgary. And then the show on Friday, we just announced. So there's tickets for the Friday show. So one show Thursday, one show Friday. I got some hilarious Canadian comics open up for me. My brother, Mark Harley, some of the Thick Boys will be there. Thick Boy merch will be there. Tiger Thick Whiskey will be there. Come have a shot on me, Calgary. Also, San Jose, Salt Lake City, shots on me as well. The new Tiger Thick. The bottles are changing too. We've won a bunch of awards and taste contests, so they're adding the awards to the bottles. The batch too is pretty lit. I'm sure I'll post it on Instagram. If you haven't realized, we have a Tiger Thick Instagram handle. It's just at Tiger Thick Whiskey, Mark.
Yes.
At-
No, actually, just Tiger Thick.
It's at Tiger Thick. So you'll see a bunch of cool content on there. They just restocked too. It's not pre-sale anymore. They restocked all of Tiger Thick. So go to thickboy.com to get you some delivered straight to your door. But San Jose, I will see you this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. For the fight night, you got Alexa Grasso, one of my faves, versus Vivian. You got Cub Swanson, who's an absolute savage. Best fight in the card is Brandon Royval versus Askarov. It's by far the best fight on there. You got Misha fighting Alonzo Minfield. I'm not mad at that. Rafael Sanzao. How dare you put him on the prelims versus Victor Henry? He's actually an underdog on that. Yeah, Mike Jackson, the journalist. You guys know him for beating up CM Punk. Yeah. Get some balls on it. Be a journalist full-time and fight. Pretty badass, Mr. Mike Jackson. So enjoy that, fellas and ladies. And then you also got, I think you got Deontay Wilder fighting this Saturday too, Chin.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. Look it up.
I don't think
Look
so.
it up.
I'll look it up right now.
You got a bare knuckle.
We got Devin Haney, George Kambosos Jr.
Friday.
Holy crap.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius. Robert's about to get absolutely flatlined.
Holy crap.
That's Friday, right? And how about the co-main event? Caleb Plant. That's on Fox. You got Caleb Plant. Go ahead and miss that and see me in San Jose Thursday, Friday, Saturday, kids. You got Devin Haney, George Kambosos, the rematch. Devin Haney, to me, is the best youngster doing it. So, sweet, man. That's it. All right. Go get the new Thick Boy merch, the tie-dye available right now. Thick Boy, get the Tiger Thick Sweet Nectar, thickboy.com as well. You click on the link you see there. It says Tiger Thick Whiskey. It's finally restocked. We got the hats, the tie-dye, everything, thickboy.com. San Jose. See you this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's it. Be nice to each other. Be safe. And thanks for liking, subscribing. We're dropping a new bit on Green Room Diaries this week on the Brendan Schaub YouTube comedy channel. We just passed the mark to get monetized on there, so that thing is booming. I can't thank you guys enough. I love you guys. We're dropping a new Hernandez bit for Green Room Diaries as we speak. Mark is posting it as we speak, kiddos. So go get your merch. See you in San Jose. Drinks on me. Love you guys. Be nice. Till next time, I'm out.